What is going on, Summoners? We're back here today with another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about your friendly Moombatan Spider-Man, Pavitra Prabhakar. Pavitr's magical spider powers cause all of his attacks to deal a burst of energy damage and prevents him from making contact with cosmic opponents. At the start of each fight, Pavitra shapes the battlefield and summons 3 mystic webs onto the stage, one at each wall and one at the center. When his opponent passes through one of these mystic webs, it binds to them and places a spider seal buff on them. These webs reform after 3 seconds, or instantly when Pavitra activates a special attack. If he knocks his opponent through a mystic web during a special, he places 2 additional spider seals on them for each level of the special attack. Now, for each buff on the opponent, Pavitra gains a 2% chance to evade incoming attacks, but he won't evade while blocking a basic attack. And when the opponent gains 1 or more buffs, Pavitra power steals 2% of their max power, or 4% of their current power, whichever is greater. This power steal's base potency is increased by 125% while the opponent has an energize or power gain buff. But it does not trigger when the opponent has 3 bars of power. Being Spider-Man is so easy for Pavitra, so he doesn't benefit from the Mystic Dispersion Mastery. Additionally, Pavitra can toggle whether he starts to run after idling by double-tapping block during his heavy or special attack. Also, during the opponent's specials, Pavitra inflicts a 35% neutralize passive for the duration of the attack, and for 2 seconds after the attack. This neutralize reduces the ability accuracy of true buffs by an additional non-stacking 50%. And when a buff is prevented by neutralize or marked, he inflicts a spider seal buff on the opponent. Now, his spider seal buffs are indefinite, maxed out at 20 stacks, and they have no effect on their own. However, he gains benefits based on how many are active on his opponent. When the opponent has 5 or more seals, the opponent acts more aggressive when not within striking distance, and Pavitra inflicts a second neutralize during the opponent's specials. When the opponent has 10 or more, Pavitra's personal bursts of damage gain 300% increased potency. And when the opponent has 15 or more seals, activating a special attack grants a 25% fury passive for 45 seconds. Reaching 15 spider seal buffs for the first time during a special attack also grants this fury, and these max out at 3 stacks. Also, when Pavitra is awakened, each buff on the opponent reduces the duration of inexorable and unstoppable effects on them by up to 10% each, up to a max of 80%. Now, the final hit of Pavitra's heavy attack nullifies 1 fury buff and also inflicts a power steal passive, stealing half a bar of power over 5 seconds. This has a 27-second cooldown. And activating a special attack during the opponent's dash or immediately upon dodging inflicts a 20% energy vulnerability for 18 seconds. These max out at 5 stacks. And when he's awakened, his personal energy vulnerabilities are paused during his specials and for up to 5 seconds after for each level of the special attack used. Now, on activation of the Special 1, Pavitra inflicts a 35% marked passive for 24 seconds. This is refreshed when he performs any special attack as long as he isn't poisoned. And if he's awakened, his marked passive gains 100% base potency for every 25% of missing health on the opponent, even if the marked passive is already active. Additionally, on the final hit of this attack, he places 2 spider seal buffs on the opponent. With the Special 2, Pavitra gains an additional 30% attack rating for each personal fury active. And the final hit consumes all but 5 spider seals on the opponent to deal a burst of energy damage. The base potency of this damage is increased for each buff consumed. With his Special 3, he inflicts an 80% neutralized debuff for 45 seconds, and gains a regen passive, healing 15% of missing health over 15 seconds. The base potency of this regen is increased by 5% per spider seal buff on the opponent. So, now that we know how he works, if you happen to run into a defending Spider-Man, he's going to place buffs on you every time you cross over a mystic web, powering up his power steal, and if you have too many buffs active, he'll be evading pretty often, making it harder to land a hit against this slippery spider. Now, let's take him out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, strike the opponent while getting them to move over the mystic webs as often as you can to apply spider seal buffs. Make sure to weave in a heavy attack to inflict his power steal passive. Upon reaching 1 bar, bait your opponent's dash and immediately activate your special to intercept and push them through the web to inflict additional spider seals. If you're having trouble getting the opponent to play into your webs, you can double tap block during a heavy or special, and this will disable the auto run, allowing you to stay behind the web and force the opponent to come to you. Use another special one to knock the opponent over the web again to stack even more spider seal buffs on them. From here, build to 2 bars of power and launch your special to watch that massive burst of damage wipe out your opponent's health bar. And hey, if your Spider-Man is awakened, that marked passive gains increased potency, allowing him to stop those pesky cosmic defenders from cheating their fate. Thank you for watching this champion deep dive for Spider-Man Pavitra Prabhakar. And hey, if you like the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you in the Battle Realm.